My name is Pamela Smith. I'm here today. I have a foundation where I work with female offenders coming out of prison that have been wrote off, dismissed, discounted, and just forgotten about. I was once an inmate in the state prisons in the state of Oklahoma, and God gave me a vision to be able to help female offenders when they come out of prison, to help them to restart their lives and give them an opportunity to start over. These ladies are broken women that have come from broken homes and found themselves in situations where they found themselves in the Oklahoma State Penitentiaries in the state of Oklahoma, found themselves behind the prison walls because of crimes they committed. This foundation is a foundation to help them to start with a addicted behavior, broken promises, circle of pain, to be able to help them to rebuild their lives, mend their broken relationships with their families, to continue to bless them with the things they need, the necessity things such as clothing, tools, to a workshop program called My Turning Point program, a 13-week program that deals with addicted behavior, circle of pain, broken promises, mending fences, teach them how to be able to handle their finances. We have buried several girls that have died behind the prison walls. This foundation has been a blessing, a vision that was given to me by God, Allah. So I'd like to thank everyone that have supported me through the years with the Pamela Smith Foundation. Been here 8 years. On tomorrow, July the 11th, 2020, at 11 o'clock a.m., we're going to be giving away purses to female offenders, purses full of blessings, purses full of goodies. Most of the time, women that's behind the prison walls, the first thing they want is a nice purse when they come home. God put it on my heart to bless women with a nice purse and personal hygienes and clothing and shoes. It's nothing like a woman being complete when she knows that her self-esteem has been lifted up with a nice purse and beautiful clothing. And so this is what this foundation is all about, is to help women to reintegrate, dedicate their lives and get on with their lives with their families and reintegrate back in society and make themselves whole again. I've been doing this since 2004, but I've been a foundation since 2011. Yes, I got started. I used to be on crack cocaine. I've been clean and sober for 24 years. I've been out of prison since 2000, going on 20 years. I found myself being able to see the mirror of women that was destitute in the prison system, and I wanted to make sure that when I came out that I was able to help these women to be able to have the things they need, the tools they needed to continue to move forward their lives. I went to prison because I was guilty as charged. I went to prison for checks, credit cards, and stolen property. I was guilty as charged, but I thank God He came by the lost and found, and He claimed Miss Pamela Smith. In the year of 2004, I wrote the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan a letter. I wrote many people letters. I wrote, if I may say, I wrote the Action Network. I wrote Jesse Jackson. I wrote T.D. Jakes. I wrote them all. I have letters stacked this high of people that I wrote asking to help me. And one day I sat down and I just said, you know what, I'm going to write the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan because I believe in his ministry. I believe in his message. I believe in his leadership. I believe in that the things that he say, it happens. And so the things that he speak about, you watch it come to pass. So one day I wrote him a letter in 2004. Holy Pecao, when I wrote him a letter, he answered me back. He answered me back in 2005. And in his letter that he said to me, he told me about injustice. He spoke about the things that I'm living through now today. I'm fighting a case right now. I was raped and abused and tortured in the prison system by a state driver's examiner. And I wrote the minister. And when I wrote the minister, I was really writing him, asking him to help me to tell my story, not knowing that a letter that he answered back to me would be such a major impact in my life, because all the things that he said in that letter, it coming to pass today. And I'm watching myself fighting some of these evil, corrupt state officials in the state of Oklahoma. I was raped, tortured, and abused in a state prison by a state driver's examiner, and the state officials have been hiding and destroying evidence. And so for many years after I wrote the minister and told him that, I thank God one day about a year and a half ago, I was on Facebook, and all of a sudden I started getting all these friend requests from the Nation of Islam, and you know, and I called my brother, Minister Jamal Ali, and I said, Jamal, I got all these Muslim brothers and sisters writing me, want to be my friend, and he said, well, sister, accept them. I accepted them, and I got so many Nation of Islam brothers and sisters that love Miss Pam, support me tremendously, have offered me financial help. They have offered me to come stand with me. And so when I told Jamal that, I said, Jamal, you know what? I myself, through the work of his followers, his believers, I have the minister Farrakhan, because they are the same as him. So they doing the work that he has instilled in them, that they helping their sister, a woman that they don't even know, a woman that really didn't even belong to the Nation of Islam, but thinking about it. And so anyway, I thank God for the help that has came through the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He wrote me that letter, and that letter is an iconic letter. It's on my Facebook page, and I thank God because that letter gives me the strength and inspires me, because you know what, out of all the people, he's the only one. I was wounded, I was broken, I was hurt. And I wanted somebody to help me to help those other girls that was being raped and abused in the state of Oklahoma prisons, and we couldn't get our cries heard. He answered that call, and forever I am grateful to him. I am grateful for the Nation of Islam sisters and brothers, and I have so many nations of brother Islam that stand with Miss Pamela Smith. And I certainly like to thank my brother, the Minister Jamal Ali, and his beautiful wife. They have been friends of mine a long time, but it has been a journey to fight this type of injustice in the state of Oklahoma. But one thing I do know, I have the strength of a man that I know is ordained and blessed by God, and that's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I am a nonprofit organization, the Pamela Smith Foundation. We are located here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 2703 North Peoria. On tomorrow, we're going to be giving away purses to the female offenders. We give them purses, hygienes, any clothing and shoes, anything they want in this store. This store was blessed and ordained by God because it was a vision that I was blessed to have, to given to me to be able to give back. And so on tomorrow, and on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, here at the Pamela Smith Foundation, we give free clothing to the female offenders. They get to get 5 changes a month, anything they want in this store. Because when I came out of prison, a lady blessed me with 2 beautiful suits on my back, and I never forgot that. And I know what it's like to need clothing and stuff. I've always been a sharp dresser, always had, and she wanted to bless me. And when she blessed me, it let me know that I need to bless others the same way that I was blessed, because I know you can't beat God-given. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, I want to say thank you, sir, for answering my letter. I want to say that I admire you. I believe in you. You are a true servant of the Master. I believe in everything that you say. I thank you for being true to your people, and most of all, I thank you for your faithfulness and your honesty. And you know what? I don't care what nobody think about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I love you tremendously and your beautiful family. And because, first of all, it is you, sir, that the work and the God in you that the white man fear. See, the white man fear you because you real. There's so many fake prophets out here, and you the real deal. And the real deal, sometimes when you come across to the enemy get intimidated. And one thing about you that I'm learning from you and watching you, don't ever bow down and cow down to the enemy. And that's one thing that I see in you. You stand strong and you stand tall, and you teaches your followers that. And I want you to know that I am forever grateful to you for the letter that you took the time to write me back, and I am forever grateful to you, sir. And one day I hope to pray to God that I have the opportunity to meet you. Thank you for the beautiful letter that you have inspired me. I've been fighting for 23 years, and 23 years of that, you have been a part of this battle for 16 years. And I thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
There's a way that I have to behave. I'm free, but I'm not free to rob you of yours. I'm not free to take from you what does not belong to me. So if I will construct my life according to these righteous principles, then between man and man, man and woman, peace. Between race and race, peace. Between rich and poor,